In the quiet and often overlooked stretches of Ghana's Upper East region, a discovery has unfolded that has the potential to redefine not just Ghana's economic direction, but the entire dynamics of West Africa. On March 29th, 2025, the Upper East Regional Minister, Donatus Akamugri Atanga, made a groundbreaking announcement. Gold has been discovered across 7 out of the 15 districts and municipalities in the region. This development, while still in its early stages, is already being hailed as a game changer, one that could alter the socio-economic trajectory of the area, bolster Ghana's dominance in gold production, and influence neighboring nations like Burkina Faso and Togo in unexpected ways. Before we dive deeper into today's update, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support is key to helping us grow and reach more viewers like you. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on exciting updates. For decades, Ghana has stood as a giant in gold production, proudly carrying its historical title as the Gold Coast into the 21st century. The country produces over 4 million ounces of gold annually, with most of that coming from the Ashanti, Western, and Eastern regions. These southern territories have traditionally held the spotlight, reaping the benefits of mineral wealth and attracting both local and international investment. But the recent discovery in the Upper East signals a shift, a northward expansion of Ghana's mining frontier. This is more than just a geographical change. It is an economic and cultural pivot, a reimagining of possibilities for a region that has long relied on subsistence agriculture and small-scale artisanal mining to survive. The implications are vast. Economically, the potential boost to Ghana's gold output could significantly increase foreign exchange earnings, which are already dominated by gold, accounting for nearly half of the country's export revenue. The government appears poised to take full advantage of this opportunity. Plans are already underway to improve infrastructure in the Upper East, with proposals like the Bolgatanga Airport aiming to make the transport of gold more efficient, while reducing the risks associated with long-distance travel, including armed robbery. This signals an intent to integrate the Upper East not just as a mining zone, but as a fully functional part of the national mining economy. In communities where mining has already begun to take root, such as the Talensi district, the transformation is visible. Locals who once relied on precarious farming conditions are now building homes, acquiring land, and participating in a broader economic awakening. The arrival of mining companies, both large and small, has opened up jobs and brought new streams of income. For many, it feels like the dawn of a new era. But for all the hope and promise, there is also the lingering shadow of risk. Ghana has long grappled with the scourge of illegal mining, locally known as galamsey. These unregulated operations contribute about 35% of Ghana's gold output, but come at a steep cost. Over 60% of Ghana's water bodies have been polluted, farmlands have been decimated, and entire ecosystems have been compromised. The Upper East, with its semi-arid landscape and already fragile environmental balance, is at even greater risk. If illegal mining spreads unchecked, the damage could be irreversible. The lessons from the South are clear. Without robust oversight and sustainable practices, the gold rush could quickly become a nightmare. And it's not just an internal issue. The Upper East region shares borders with Burkina Faso and Togo, countries that are also part of West Africa's gold-rich geological belt. Burkina Faso, in particular, is Africa's fourth largest gold producer. However, it has recently seen its mining industry rocked by political instability and security concerns. The discovery of gold in Ghana's Upper East could lead to a surge in cross-border movement. Artisanal miners from Burkina Faso, drawn by the promise of new opportunities and relative stability, might flood into Ghana, intensifying competition and potentially escalating illegal mining activities. The border dynamics, already complex, could become even more strained. Smuggling is another looming concern. As global gold prices continue to rise, climbing nearly 40% over the past year, the temptation to traffic gold illegally becomes stronger. The porous borders between Ghana and its neighbors create the perfect conditions for black market activity, undermining official trade and robbing the country of much-needed revenue. The Ghanaian government must act decisively, not just with border enforcement, but with regional diplomacy. There is an opportunity here for Ghana to take the lead in forging cross border collaborations, aligning trade policies, and developing joint strategies to monitor and regulate the flow of gold and miners across national lines. At the same time, infrastructure development in the region could flip this narrative. The proposed Bolgatanga Airport isn't just a tool for gold transport. It could become a hub for regional commerce, attracting investors and facilitating legitimate business. If executed well, the airport and related infrastructure could position Ghana as the center of a new economic corridor, linking landlocked Burkina Faso and parts of northern Togo to global markets through the Upper East. This would create a ripple effect, increasing demand for services, boosting tourism, and strengthening diplomatic ties. But let's not forget the environment. The Upper East is home to vital ecosystems and water sources, including the White Volta River and its tributaries. The use of mercury in small-scale gold processing, a common practice in Galamsey operations, poses a grave threat to these waters. Contamination here doesn't just affect Ghana, it has downstream consequences for Burkina Faso as well. In a region where water scarcity is already a pressing issue, pollution from mining could trigger conflicts over access and safety. Moreover, deforestation is a growing concern. The expansion of mining, if done without care, could destroy biodiversity and endanger the agriculture that still supports a large portion of the population. Crops like millet and shea, essential to both diet and trade, could be pushed to the brink. Socially, the influx of mining activity can be a double-edged sword. In some communities, it brings prosperity, new business opportunities, and even improved social services. In others, it can disrupt long-standing cultural practices, displace families, and introduce health hazards. Diseases like tuberculosis, already linked to mining in other parts of Ghana, could rise, along with cases of mercury poisoning. There is also the pressure on local infrastructure. The hospitality industry, for example, is already anticipating a surge in demand. While this presents economic opportunities, it also risks overwhelming the region's limited resources unless planned carefully. So, where does Ghana go from here? The path forward lies in a balanced approach. It begins with formalizing the small scale mining sector. Experts like Richard Kuma have long argued that bringing these miners into the legal framework not only ensures better working conditions, but also allows the government to regulate environmental practices more effectively. Engaging traditional authorities is equally critical. Much of the land in the Upper East is under customary ownership. Without the support and cooperation of local chiefs and elders, any attempt at regulation will face resistance and ultimately fail. There's also merit in decentralizing mining licenses, placing more authority in the hands of district assemblies. This would enable quicker responses to illegal activity, better monitoring, and greater accountability. When communities feel they are part of the decision-making process, they are more likely to support and uphold sustainable practices. Regionally, Ghana must take proactive steps. Establishing a West African gold governance framework in collaboration with Burkina Faso and Togo could help mitigate cross-border smuggling and environmental fallout. Shared standards, environmental protocols, and trade agreements could turn what might become a source of conflict into a foundation for regional unity and progress. The new gold discovery in Ghana's Upper East region is more than just a mineral find. It is a test of leadership, foresight, and the country's ability to learn from the past. It's a rare opportunity to uplift a historically marginalized region, create wealth, and solidify Ghana's standing as Africa's mining powerhouse. But it is also a reminder that prosperity, if pursued without caution, can come at a heavy cost. The decisions made today will determine whether this golden opportunity becomes a blessing or a burden. Will Ghana seize this moment to create lasting change, or will it fall into the traps of environmental neglect and unchecked exploitation? As the world watches, the Upper East stands at a crossroads between promise and peril, between gold and green, between legacy and loss. And so, the story of Ghana's newest gold discovery continues to unfold, with all its hopes, challenges, and complexities. What remains clear is this: the world has taken notice, and what happens next could very well change the future, not only of Ghana, but of the entire West African subregion. Stay tuned as we bring you more updates on this unfolding development. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so you never miss a story that could change everything.
If today is your first time watching this channel or you are returning to this channel for the exciting content, please subscribe to the channel for more educative and developmental projects across Ghana and Africa as a whole. Do you want to know about the state of a project in Africa? Then make sure to like and comment the name of the project you would like us to talk about and its current state.